Welcome into the Fan Speak Network. I am your host, Justin Bruni. Joining me, as always, is my co-host and partner, Mr. Andrew, the TD King, Rob. Happy Monday, sir. Happy Best Ball Mania Day, BBM Day. We are back here in the vicious Best Ball Mania streets, BBM 6. How you feeling? How you looking? I know last week you were a little sick.
Yes, feeling better. Feel alive. I mean, the big board, it just doesn't do it for me. I like knowing things. Now we know some more things.
You know some things.
The hot best ball summer is here, people. I feel alive, Bernie. I've already done 8 drafts, 3 BBMs. Man, it's been an exciting day. Zero amount of work done today at the old job. As soon as it posts, I mean, Wiles and I were in the office and it was like 10 o'clock. I saw Pete was hopping on. I'm like, all right, probably gonna be 10 a.m. right? So we're sitting there and I'm watching the stream and he's kind of like, yeah, I don't really know when it's gonna come out, but we're gonna hang in here until it does. And I'm like,
we're gonna hang in.
Like, all right. And then like 11 comes. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be 11, and then 11, and then a little after it finally comes, and then ensue draft after draft after draft, driving while drafting. Not for the faint of heart, but you can do it.
Not for the faint of heart. I don't recommend it. I was definitely fast and furious quite a few times last year, drafting, driving. Yeah, you can get it done. You can get it done. If you're someone like me that, works in outside sales and you're just always in the car all the time, sure, I have the skill set. I'm always there, I know the terrain. Don't recommend it to everybody else.
One of our leaders of FanSpeak, Steve, in the chat saying best ball is back. Mike did not like my little intro slide in there. That's all right. It's all right, Mike. It's not for everybody. Tyler checking in the chat. Yo. Make sure you check out Tyler and Tom over on the Fantasy Sanctuary. They're doing a lot with drafters this year, but obviously going to be doing Underdog as well. So make sure you guys go check them out as well. And Mike Rob says, out here admitting to felonies or
you did a Conforth roll-in? I didn't see that.
Yeah, you were too busy. I did one of these. I did a little turn.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That is
saved it for BBM,
My Lord.
Also, cheers to BBM. I mean, come on. Crack the old coal one.
Sure. What you got there?
Got a nice Rolling Rock. We went to an adult
Rolling Rock.
Oh yeah, man, wow. Love Rolling Rock.
Holy!
We went to an adult Easter egg hunt. There was a kids one too, but some of our friends put it on, and my wife and I together found 51 beers, 8 shooters, pack of condoms, which we obviously don't need, but it was funny to find out in the woods that they own a large piece of property. So a lot of different things that they put out there, but yeah, 51 beers between the two of us. That was pretty solid, pretty exciting. Yeah.
So you're just got like a bunch of random beers in the
fridge. A ton of randos, bunch of them. You got some Modelo's.
Is a total rando. I remember drinking it for the first time ever as a teenager and saying, "This tastes like shampoo. This tastes like detergent. I don't like it. I don't like it."
Dallas is Bruni with the hot UD merch. Also,
yes.
Come on, I got the I got the UD.
Come on. It's the day. This is all that I'm wearing on this camera right now. That's all that I'm wearing is this shirt.
If my camera wasn't so close to me, you'd see my shirt. But I mean, also got the Underdog on.
Absolutely. Are you ready to rock this thing? I know you've been drafting all damn day. I have not celebrated the day yet. It's not like 4:20. You just wake up and you just right to it. I've just been waiting all day, working, sweating my butt off.
Sorry to hear that.
It's a terrible time of the year. Yeah, you get in your car in the morning. It's nice and cool. By mid-afternoon, the car is cooking. It's cooking. It's a microwave.
Tyler says, just wanted Andrew to pop them titties for me. Peek behind the curtain. I did have a different shirt on before we started, and I took my shirt off, and Bruni's salivating, watching me change. But it's all right.
He was taking off a disgusting shirt. The changing of clothes was no problem, but what he was wearing was despicable, and he knew if he showed up to work with me wearing what he was wearing, he'd be getting sniped. He'd be getting cleaned up this draft.
Steve pointing this out here. So yeah, obviously, if you guys haven't been in yet, Underdog has done us a solid. They gave us 20-second clocks, 30-second clocks, and then of course those fucking long ass 8-hour clocks, which we're not doing. But Bruni, for BBM, I prefer to do the 30. I like the classic mode.
I'm good. I like it because I do believe this was created for a content creator near you. You know what I mean? Like this was made for us because we're able to get through a little bit quicker, get a little bit more time on screen, talking about some other things. We're not do a draft for hours on end. So I do think feature for the creators in the community. So very nice. Love it. And also just folks that are, just trying to get a draft in, just like it can take forever. And competition. A lot of these other apps like Fast Draft out there, that's the whole thing, is like we're faster than Underdog. So Underdog, seeing like, hey, we're still nimble. We see these streets.
Not so fast.
Here. We're heading to 40 seconds. And before you know it, there'll be a group chat. Let's go. Let's go.
God.
Keep pushing, chat. Keep pushing, community. We're gonna get there. So that when Andrew does snipe me, someone else can chirp in on it. Someone, whoa, why'd you do that? Unreal. Who is that guy? The TD King? Or like Sniping King? Asshole.
Yeah, but for the people who haven't went in yet, it does default you when you open it to 20 seconds. So make sure you click 30 seconds at the top before you enter. So
if you want to draft with us.
Correct.
If you want to draft with us.
Ben Haskell says, I want to join, but I've blown too much on drafts today.
Ben
was actually in the Ben was in the fan speak one earlier that Meg and Steve were on. So cheers, Ben. Obviously Meg in the chat. Hey boys, happy best ball summer indeed. Meg, love it. Yeah, Bruni. I mean, we can talk about some of these ADPs when we're in the draft, but let's try to get in one. So if you are ready, I am ready. I'm assuming that means yes with the dance moves.
That's right. That's fly.
All right. So for everyone, again, go in, make sure you click 30 seconds at the top there, and I will count it down for everybody here. Yes, 30 seconds. All right, Bruni, ready?
If you screw this up, we're drafting together. This is the real game now.
I'm hoping not. All right. So, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entering. 2 more to start.
I'm in.
1 more to start.
I'm in. Yeah, don't risk it when it's that close to chat. Like, sorry, maybe Mike got it. Maybe Mike, or was it Steve?
I'll say maybe
it was Ben. That same
Ben
bag
did get in. Oh, that's awesome.
Someone in this draft's name is Cello. Just a bunch of zeros.
All right, so we
Tyler
also
in the chat.
Yeah, so we got a lot here. So we got Ben in the 2, we got Steve in the 4, Bruni, you are in the 6, Tyler / Emo Cowboy in the 8.
Talk about everybody jumping the gun.
I'm in the 10, and I think that's it. If you're in here, he said, "Oh shit, I thought I avoided the stream draft."
You're stuck in here with us.
Ben is one of us. He is a DGen at heart. I absolutely love it. He says, "I hope you get snipped." I think it's supposed to be sniped. Is that sniped?
Sniped. That's super sniped for you, Michael. The money, Rob.
Also,
where am I picking
mean,
here? Sick. Gross. That's gross.
If you haven't already, it's hot best ball summer. You got to go over to bestballoverlay.com. Use our code FANSPEAK. Sign up for Best Ball Overlay. You get $10 off per month. It's absolutely awesome. You see here on the screen, this is the stuff it gives you. I'm already at 33.3% Gibbs. Yeah, so it just tells you who you're drafting, and obviously we'll put it over here. And as we go along, you'll be able to see all the nice little features it has. But yeah, make sure you jump over to bestballoverlay.com. Use code FANSPEAK, $10 off per month. This is the perfect time to do so. You will have it all summer long. This is when you need, if you're doing volume, if you're serious about your drafting, you need Best Ball Overlay.
If you're serial about it.
He says, no, I said snipped. You aren't going to have no baby money after all these drafts. That is correct. Meg says, fun fact, did you know Steve and I were almost heirs to Rolling Rock? Our great-great-grandfather, one of the founders of Rolling Rock, and sold before Prohibition. True story. Oh, well, cheers to the to the Schaub family.
Unreal. They'd be running these streets.
They'd be running a lot, probably.
That Rolling Rock money. Just pouring
in. All right, so let's see what everyone got here. So Ben took JJ, Steve took Bijan, Bruni, you went Nakua, Tyler got Nico Collins. I am up. Ooh, what do we want to do here? I'll
Al
take some
Boogie in the
more
chat.
Amonra. Oh, sup, Al Boogie?
Yeah, Monra first round is perfectly fine. I keep seeing everybody
Yeah, I
fall to the second. It's just crazy.
sent that one to you earlier where I was in the 12 spot and Brian Thomas and Amonra fell to me. So I took them 12, 13.
No, I saw
that.
it in the first, Underdog posted the first BBM and also had, again, Amon-Ra going 13. I was just like, that's just, wow. That's wild.
Bruni, I mean, there's a lot of ADPs that I think are a little wild. Let's just pull up RJ Harvey because that is the talk of the town right now. Current ADP 155. Best of luck getting him anywhere near that. I see sometimes in the 70s. I see that he was taken at the 1-2 turn. I've seen him in the 30s. Right now, his ADP, your guess is as good as mine as to where he will go in the draft. So very, very interesting to see how hot and heavy people are for RJ Harvey.
The next Alvin Kamara, this is what happens when you're not, what is it, a second year rookie? Like Jalil McLaughlin, I was all over him last year just because he could have had this type of role. He's just not a sexy rookie. He doesn't have the sexy rookie tape. I'm all about RJ Harvey. I got plenty of them in the big board, so there's definitely no reason to go bonkers. But it's pretty nice.
Steve breaking in some news here for us. Breaking news: Titans expected to decline Traylon Burks' 5th-year option. He is absolutely shocked.
I saw that as well.
Ben says his great grandfather almost bought a portion of an island because it was cheap. It was swamp. Now it's worth like 8 or 9 figures. Yes.
Zero's got Lad. I thought that was going to be a nice bring back.
I took Amonra and AJ Brown.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Mike Robb says, so how about the Tyrone Tracy call? I still like Tyrone Tracy. I know obviously the shouts are all over Cam Scattaboo, which is fine. I mean, they can coexist, but I don't I mean, Tyrone's no slouch to me, so I still like Tyrone.
No, I mean, I think you kind of said it best in our group chat. They're just going to eat into each other's workloads. It's going to be hard for either of them to be a true one. If someone wants to make the argument that Cam Scattaboo has like a clear path to being, the 1A option, then Tyrone Tracy has the same equal argument. He's been there. The offense is going to get better. Tide's going to rise all boats, right? So if the offense gets better in its totality, then Tracy should look good. Cam Scattaboo can give us good production for his value. I just don't think he's going to be like the breakout rookie of this class just based on like opportunity. Like you look at like Judkins going to Cleveland. I mean, if there's a group I'm going to pick somebody to like really shine out of, I would say him. I think that we also get some really good value out of Jerome Ford. I was talking about that on our live draft. He's going to be pretty friendly, I think, ADP cost, and he'll know the offense. So there's a bunch of those little arguments everywhere now around the league. Rookies coming in, changing up the depth charts, and I think other than maybe like the Buccaneers or the Packers, like I don't know of any other groups where there's like a huge amount of question marks on like receivers. I feel like this is conversations a little bit more related to running backs.
Yep. Oh, and breaking news: if you want a super awesome ADP value, Zach Ertz still just being absolutely disrespected. Hold on, did Washington draft a tight end? Oh, nope, sure didn't.
That is interesting. Ooh, 3rd round DJ Moore. It still exists. Let's go. That feels good. Clicking him in the middle of round 3 is great.
I've noticed JSN has been falling a little bit here.
Okay.
I mean, he just went there to the old 4 zeros. But yeah, that's somebody I've noticed has definitely fallen a little bit down the ranks here.
How do you feel about Amari and Hampton going so high with Najee there? I mean, pick 40 seems
I
a
mean,
bit rich.
it does, but I mean, again, like if you're a smart drafter, you're thinking where all the money's made, that's at the end of the year. I
Sure.
expect by that time, Hampton's probably going to be the guy for them. So
That's well baked into his cost. That's well.
it is.
So
It
so
is.
what about this? What if you get like a week 17 bad matchup, right? Like it's like the Ravens on the road.
Hold on, I'm on the
I
clock.
don't
Un
know if you have,
momento,
but
sir.
like something not ideal. Look at
Yeah.
that run of receivers. Look at that big old orange yellow line. Oh my goodness.
Take my some Xavier Worthy. Um, I mean, I don't know, man. It's so hard to think about like week 17. I know that's like the topic for
Next
everybody, right?
it's gonna be the next checkpoint. I mean, we're only a couple of weeks
It
away.
will. It will, but I mean, even when it's out and we know what's happening in week 17, it's still so hard to think about. I mean, so many things happen in the NFL over a season that once we get to week 17, we may think we know what the good matchups are and aren't, but so many things happen. So I'm not gonna try to like completely read into all of that. I still think Hampton's gonna be an okay pick for them, for us at ADP 40. I mean, like you said, it is baked in, but at the
I
same
think
time,
it's
he's
gonna be
better.
hard for me to be, like, overwhelmingly exposed to him, I guess. Like, there's it's gonna be way more likely for me to have more shares of Najee than Hampton based on ADP. I think that's gonna be the case because Najee Harris, he's also been the clear bill of health. Like, he has been a very reliable running back in terms of total starts, not missing time. So there's just as much of an argument for him to just be there at the end of the year if there is some split usage and neither of these guys are getting that like bell cow look. And it feels like it could be something similar to the Lions offense and the production that we've seen from Gibbs and Montgomery. You're just going to have to bet on like who can be what. And I feel like obviously Hampton being the younger, probably more agile back still is going to take on more of like a Gibbs role. But that David Montgomery type of, RB2, that's some pretty good action in a run heavy offense.
Yeah, I mean, this is very accurate. Um, I'll tell you what, another team that I think did themselves some justice in the draft for offense wise and are just being, disrespected right now with ADPs outside of Nico Collins is the Houston Texans. I mean, CJ Stroud could have a really nice bounce back year. I mean, he's going as QB. Oh hell, where is he down here? QB 18. I really like that. I'm going to be hot and heavy for the Texans this year. Got two wide receivers from the same college, Iowa State. I really like, Jalen Knowles going to be the guy that, is a field stretcher for them. Higgins is pretty much like Nico Collins' clone. So it'll be interesting to see how they ping pong those guys, back and forth with each other. But I really like CJ Stroud now.
They did some good work on the offensive
And
line.
Oh yeah, that as well. And I think Joe Mixon, obviously big winner too. Didn't really draft, anybody to of note that will really take a ton of work from him. They did go get Woody Marks, which we should just say that they did give up a decent haul to go move up and get him. So I'm sure he's not a slouch for them. Somebody that they really like. But obviously Joe Mixon pretty set where he's at. Steve also bringing up Chase Brown, definitely looking very good with him not getting real competition. Though shout out
Taj
Steve. I mean
Brooks.
Taj Brooks, yeah. Taj Brooks there. I've taken Taj Brooks a couple times
What are
already.
you doing to yourself, Steve?
Ben saying week 17 is overrated. Last year's BBM winner had 0 week 17 correlation, or maybe he did by the end, but he won without it as well. Yeah, I mean, it's again like week 17 is fun thing to talk about. I don't think you should, completely fade it,
What
but
week what week 17 in the playoff correlation does is affects ADP. That's what it does to the market. Like round 1 and 2 can flip the ADP around very easily, especially like those receivers after like Lamb and Jefferson and Chase. Like it's kind of wide open, right? And I do believe that the playoff correlation is going to affect like first, second round, even third round cost for some players. It's going to affect the board, and that's why it's noteworthy. I mean that was the whole point to the Amarian comment is like, okay, but does he fall more when the correlation factor enters the best ball space in our ADP conversations?
Ben asking if everyone's watching the Cavs game. No, Ben.
Yeah.
We're being degenerates in drafting. Travis Hunter going at 42 there. Right in front of Ted McMillan.
I took Ted. I was considering Hunter there. This 0-0-0-0 guy's pretty formidable. He's tried to clip me. Can't snipe me. Can't do it. Just getting those ones. Pulled up Ted McMillan up the board because believe he'll be the number one receiver for the Panthers. I'll probably have to get Adam Thielen, Hunter Renfrow, the whole gang, most likely.
Yep. Also, if Dallas doesn't do anything, I don't mind Jaden Blue at the end of drafts as well. Sure. He's already slotted in as the 2 behind Javonte Williams. So depending on what they do, he could be a pretty nice value for us. And also, Bruni, Roschon Johnson, still alive. I saw your horse shit Nick Chubb take. It's
not a bad take. I mean, I don't think they would let Nick Chubb just be a monster in the offense.
Yeah,
I think him and Roschon would complement each other pretty well. But that's a real thing. Ben Johnson likes Nick Chubb a lot. It's something that he commented on. It's rumored that he is going to go to an NFC North team. I think that team could be the Bears. And when you see them consistently trading back every time that they couldn't get a top market running back, at least for where they were drafting. Because I mean, really, we've talked up all these guys so much. They all just sound so damn good. It's probably not going to be the case. But every time there was an opportunity for a running back and they were, quote unquote, getting sniped, they kept trading back and trading back. So my thought process there is okay, maybe they're just okay with some free agent or bringing in, they drafted, what's his name? Kyle Menage. He looks very complimentary to Roschon. The dude can block to save his life. That's for sure. And that's really what Roschon's biggest asset is, other than size, athleticism. He's got some wheels on him too, but he doesn't overwhelm anybody at any one thing, pass catching, running downhill. Big thing that's kept him on the field is his pass blocking ability.
Yeah, still we're on Roschon Johnson, baby. Stop it.
I got plenty of Nick Chubb. I'll be fine either way. Dude, I have Roschon's my 4th most exposed player in the big board. Yeah, of course I want him to do well. What are you talking about?
Yeah, fucking Roschon.
Duckin' Roschon. Let's go. Smash the like button. Someone was mentioning, what was it? I think it was Tyler. He's still here. He was mentioning some Yiddies. Where was he?
Mike Robb says a Johnson and a Chubb walk into a bar. The story of the 2025 Bears. The jokes write themselves.
Oh, gosh. Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah, see, Tyler said just wanted Andrew to pop dem titties for me. All you got to do to get Andrew to take his shirt off, super sub. That's it. Super sub, super comment.
Boy.
Andrew's clothes are coming off.
If we can
do it now. It's possible.
If we get some super comments, some super sub comments in here, I'll do the rest of the draft with the shirt off, and everyone can see my chest hair.
It's not something you can get anywhere.
That's not for the faint of heart. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. We got some falls here, boys. We got some falls here.
Yeah, I might take Chuby here. I'm considering. But I kind of want
a pretty good pick. I bet Zeros is going to take him. That bastard.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Chuba.
You're a bastard too. Oh, you're a bastard. Yeah.
I'm going to check in on some of these teams here while we are going through. Let's look at Ben's team. JJ, Trey McBride, Garrett Wilson, J-Mo, George Kittle. Okay, so he has the McBride and Kittle. Interesting. Steve, Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, Marvin Harrison, Jaden Daniels, Cortland Sutton. Pretty solid. Bruni, Puka, Devon Achane, DJ Moore, Ted McMillan, Chris Godwin. Tyler has Nico Collin, Brock Bowers, Chase Brown, Breece Hall, Roma Dunze, Juwan Jennings.
Oh, RJ Harvey just went right before me. I didn't even see it.
Oh, so he just went 66. Okay.
66 ADP 155. Yeah, it's just going to adjust,
Well, obviously, but
it's well, that's what I'm saying. And this is why you also have to go check out BBMDB every day to gauge the market. I'll be very anxious to see his movement just after one day, because you can go every 24 hours, every day, every week, every month. I'm there every day. breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So yeah, very, very interested to see what he does in just 24 hours. That's going to be wild. I'll definitely be posting about that tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, so a couple of the rookie running backs going here: RJ Harvey, Caleb Johnson, Judkins.
Yeah, I've seen your boy Jalen Warren fall. I saw when you drafted him, he had a pretty big fall. I mean, I imagine a lot of these guys too, like Tracy, Jones, Pollard, Warren, Stevenson. Now that they drafted Henderson, Cam Scadabo is going to be a riser. ETN, I still think is like pretty good value for where you're getting him after those guys. That like the value is literally all over the place. Just gonna keep going with the ones here. I'm gonna go with Shakir. Also, didn't get a lot of competition. Saw Amari Cooper might be looking to go back to the Cowboys.
You're a bastard.
Why? Because I took Shakir?
Yeah, I was hoping Shakir stayed there.
No, I mean, like you look at this group, it's like,
Son of a bitch.
Jaden Reed group's really, really beaten, or not beaten up, but like loaded up, I should say. Jacoby Myers, they loaded up. I love Jack Besh. Obviously, getting Ashton Genty, that reshapes the image of the offense. Egbuka, love the talent, landing spot, with Tampa Bay, obviously clouds the situation. Same thing with Luther Burden. Great, honestly, great landing spot for like dynasty. I don't love it for best ball just because it's a deep offense. They also drafted, obviously, Loveland with their first pick. Didn't move Cole Kmet at the draft. So 12 personnel, here we go. If Burden's fighting, get on the field and, get a reliable role outside of like that gadgetry type of usage, I think that might be difficult on his ADP cost because it does still feel kind of high going off that draft upside a little bit more, or draft bias recency, I should say.
I think Egbuka edges out McMillan easily.
Ouch.
I also think Burden.
Why you got to be like that? Why you got to be like that?
Burden is going to play over Rome Odunze.
That's just not true. That's just not true.
You think that they go pick this man with a high draft capital to just...
They picked Roma Dunze last year at 9. He still has also high draft capital. Same GM.
And
Ryan Poles didn't go anywhere.
Old-ass Keenan Allen.
Stop it. Keenan Allen's gone. What are you talking about?
I know he's gone, but insert fucking Burden.
Sure, but you also have Loveland being inserted there as well, and he is more of like a hybrid receiver tight end, like a slot tight end. And they're going to run 12 personnel with 2 tight ends out there. There could be an issue with Burden just getting on the field and getting the snaps. Because if you're asking me who's going to like block and set the edge, it's going to be Rome Odunze, a big physical receiver that they've already talked about using in all these different creative ways, and he's going to have an active role. And they are moving on from Keenan Allen, and there's going to be all these touches to go around. But now you've got these 2 rookies that are also going to have to cut it up. And if Cole Kmet's still there, he's going to nag the shit out of both of them probably. You watch.
Okay.
Sure hands, Cole Kmet. Sure hands. Good Lord. Poor bastard. He's like, all right, fine. All right, 1 tight end. I get it. The playbook. I get it. All right. Oh, Luther Burden, you bastards. It was Olamide Zaccheaus, and that was it. And that was it. Now it's over. Tyler's got to draft Kyler here, right?
I mean, he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do.
Hey, just do it. Do it, Tyler.
Mike Rob says, how many Brunis and how many Andrews would it take to take down one gorilla? Just duplicates of yourself, not different versions.
One? I'm a fucking human being, bro.
Okay.
Why would you do that, Tyler? You rat bastard. Because he has Rome? Oh, I thought he had Marvin Harrison. Never mind.
I would say 70 of us.
No. God bless it, Tyler. Why did you do that?
Now you need to take Kyler Murray.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take some more old guys.
Adam Thielen already. Oh, okay.
Oh, God. That hurt, Tyler. You know how much that hurts, Tyler. Happens to you like every day.
That's why he's inflicting pain upon you.
I see that.
I see that.
I see that. Oh, my.
Oh, TJ Hawkinson. Hey, Bruni, now that TJ Hawkinson's not going like in the 5th round, do you like him more in the 8th?
I mean, I still take Jonnu Smith, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, Evan Ingram, David Njoku, Colson Loveland, Tucker Kraft over him. So I'd say no.
Okay, you got to a point where I was probably taking Hawkinson over a couple of those guys, but the majority
A
of the ones you said
couple?
at the top, yeah, I don't think I'm taking. I think I would probably still take him over Loveland and whoever you said after Loveland.
I didn't say anyone after Loveland, did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I said Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, I would take him over Kraft.
Tucker Kraft, I think, actually made out for pretty decent. I don't think, like when I look at the receivers for the Packers, I just don't see any like runaways.
I mean, I think they need to give Matthew Golden all the opportunities that they can.
When you look at Matthew Golden, though, does he look like the guy that's going to run away with the job there?
I mean, they made it a point to go get a 1st-round wide receiver in like the first time in fucking history. That they're gonna give him
What else
opportunities.
do they
They don't
need?
want.
But what else did they need at that pick? I mean, I just don't see him being a number one receiver.
Who's the guy on the Packers that they already had that you were like, oh, he's definitely better than Matthew Golden?
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. I'm
Well,
saying
then-
it's a continuance of what was already there. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like there is no guy, there was no guy, there still is no guy.
To me, it's Matthew Golden.
If you say
first
so.
round pick. Come on.
You would hope so. Lord pray for him.
Do you like
or
Savion
Josh
Williams?
Jacobs? I should say, pray for Josh Jacobs, who says they need a real one.
I mean, I think that they should go in with Golden, Reed, and then pick your poison of the guys that take whoever the Packers like the most of Dobbs, Wicks, whoever. I would probably take Dobbs personally if I was them. But then you got Savion Williams as well, who I know he was like a really late pick for them, but he's a pretty decent player. I mean, I would think that that's the 4 that they should really hone in on and then mix in a 5th.
That they're gonna just mix it up. They're just gonna make it's the same thing as the Buccaneers, right? Like they just loaded up on guys. I'm not saying that that's a tip that like Godwin's not going to be healthy. I mean, I literally just drafted Godwin, so I'm not going to go that route. But if he's not ready, then they're perfectly fine with McMillan and Igbuka. Like they're good. But if not, then they're really set up, and Baker's the big benefactor. And I think that's what the Matthew Golden pick is. Like it benefits the offense because it's going to be even harder to decipher who the number 1 is because there's just another layer to their offense now. It's kind of disgusting. I think the Packers are just going to pack her.
Oh, guess we'll see.
Steve's right there. That's the philosophy, not having a true alpha or giving anyone enough snaps.
I just think Matthew Golden's going to see the most opportunities. I mean,
I don't know, man. That's a tricky offense to predict production for.
I mean, you aren't wrong. Isaiah Pacheco, winner in your mind because they didn't really address the position. I mean, they got Brashard Smith, but I know they have Hunt.
Brashard Smith just kind of smells like everybody else that they still have, like Elijah Mitchell. As Kareem Hunt might be a free agent, but if he's going to go anywhere,
no, I think Hunt's staying there, isn't he?
Oh, okay. So yeah, Hunt's staying there. It's just more of what they already have. Sure. I mean, Pacheco just needs to be healthy. Consistency.
Yeah. But they may pass the ball a little bit more than they did last year. So Love might be a decent option and just grab him with a guy or two and just
like that makes it nice for grabbing like a late round stack like the value. But Matthew Golden's not going to be that guy. That's going to be Dontavian Wicks or like I don't know a Bo Melton pick. Like I mean that's going to feel disgusting.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. God blessed.
Oh goodness. Oh lordy.
You know what? We're gonna try something here.
Zeros is gonna take Evan Ingram. Zeros is watching. I know he is, that rat bastard. Oh, he drafted Jalen Waddle and Darnell Mooney. I'm fine. This dude's a bum. I'm good.
When Steve is in your guys' draft, does it feel like when the teacher walks around your desk over and over while taking a test?
My teachers didn't do that. They didn't care. In Spanish 1, we passed the final around. Like this, we had the smartest kid in class, valedictorian. She did the test, and then we had her pass it around. I don't think she paid for lunch for like a month.
I would say when Steve's in our draft, it's like when you go out to play dodgeball and you're like, fuck, like we got this guy. We know this guy.
Sit down, Steve.
We know this guy can kick the ball really far, and he fucking's always there playing with us. But you like him, and you're like, all right, like he's a good player. I mean, we should play against him. But yeah, it does feel like we have one less opportunity to advance when Steve's in the draft. Steve says I like Jordan Love quite a bit because he dealt with injuries last year, and then disappointing wide receiver play. I think the wide receiver play is definitely deeper and better. Should be anyway. Ben Haskell says, I could see the Packers wide receivers being a headache every week, but they'll each pay off different weeks, I'd guess. I like Golden, Reed, Wicks in best ball, but would avoid in redraft or set lineup formats. Agreed. Fuck. R. Makis, you son of a bitch.
You poop head.
God, Trey Harris.
You done pooped.
I was hoping that nobody would take him before he came back to me.
Ooh, 22 picks ahead of ADP. 22 picks ahead. Is that your new QJ? You're done. You were
I still like Quentin Johnston.
How?
But
when they have
Trey Harris.
When they have him. When they have Trey Harris and Mike Williams.
I still
and you're
like
talking
Quentin
about Jalen McMillan taking a back seat.
I like Quentin Johnston over fucking Mike Williams. Stop it.
Stop it. You stop it.
You're sounding foolish.
You sound foolish. You don't even know how you sound.
God. So annoying.
I know you are, but what am I? I like it.
Well, I took a gamble on taking Justin Herbert. That indeed does not feel like it's going to work now.
Sherbert.
Sometimes you just gamble.
Where is Michael Penis going? Oh, Cam Ward still so late. Cam Ward ahead of Bryce Young. Wow. Good Lord.
Yeah, we had mentioned that. Yeah,
I don't know. Like that, the Chiefs running back room right now feels like the Packers wide receiver room. Nobody's that great. Nobody just blows anybody away. Pacheco should, based off of how he played before he got hurt. But are we getting that Pacheco back? Like, are we like certain about that? Like, certainly didn't feel that way down the stretch.
No one knows.
Didn't feel like that in the Super Bowl. Oh, someone took Dak. That piece of shit.
It's the same dude.
That Punta McTwahe. Oh, my Lord. I'm just taking Jalen McMillan. F you haters.
Mike Robb says Chiefs are going to add a veteran running back for sure.
Another one? Cool. Yeah, like watch them add J.K. Dobbins and piss everybody off.
Meg Sagan to take Gadsden, actually, as the 18th round tight end. Could be interesting. I mean, but they went and got Tyler Conklin for what that's worth. Also,
I love Tyler Conklin
hanging out there. You know what? I mean, Tyler Warren is, what is it, ADP 100? That's 30 picks past. I'm just going to take it for.
Yeah, I was going to say, like.
I mean, Jesus.
Well, that's what I did with Jalen Warren. Who else was it? And yeah, Jalen McMillan. Jalen McMillan was 21 spots after ADP, and Warren was 13. Yeah, I'll take those falls all day.
All day.
That's what we're here for. Some good old falls. All we need is Tampa to come out. Oh, we love Jalen still. He's our guy.
He's our guy.
Can't do it. No one can. 8 catches, 30 or 8 touchdowns, 30 some odd catches.
If he can't do it, no one can.
No, he can't do it.
He can't. He might, but he can't.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, if you get a good fall for Pacheco, I think you can easily talk yourself into it. I mean, but I feel like that's the way for all of these guys. I mean, just look at the Chiefs receivers. Like, what do you do there? That's a whole mess. Rashi Rice could be back. He might not be. Xavier Worthy looked good, but lacks like big physical traits still, right? Like he's a gadget guy still. Some inconsistency there potentially. And then you're just like, what are we even left with? Like Travis Kelce, are we still in? Or like Hollywood Brown gets targets when he's there, doesn't play a ton of snaps though. Like, it's just like not. It doesn't feel good. You're just shooting blanks, just popping off in the dark. I don't like it.
Jake Ferguson, I'll be back in on him this year again. I mean,
yeah, been there, done that. We've been talking him up quite a bit.
Oh, Emo took CJ Stroud. Love that. Does he have a stack somewhere? Oh, he has Nico. Well done. I love CJ Stroud this year at that price. I mean, CJ Stroud going beside Michael Penix. Come on. CJ Stroud, much better situation.
Let's make sure I get a stack here. My God.
Oh, Stafford. Maddie.
We get back. Quentin Johnson's almost up. Your guy.
He is. I see him there.
Well, don't miss him. Don't forget to grab him.
Don't miss him. Kyle Williams. Steve took him at 141. I worry about their passing attack, how much they're going to really do that. Saw a stat. I think AJ Brown's the only receiver that has finished as like a top 24 under Vrabel. So that's concerning for me. I don't know. New England, I'm gonna have to do some more research on that. But Bernie, you got any thoughts on the old New England pass catchers? I mean, outside of Diggs, who I
have a bunch of Diggs in the big board. That's really all I'm gonna probably touch until there's way more clarity. Not to say that Diggs can just run away with like production there, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty tough for the guys behind him.
Mycroft says, Andrew, be honest. You're drafting as well as a certain set of people understanding logic and thinking, aren't you? I try to go into draft with some logic and some thinking.
No, you don't. Take that back.
He says, and by those certain set of people, I mean Bears fans, those silly fools.
You just pipe down, Mike Rob. You just settle down here now.
I think he just roundaboutly shit on you.
Okay, Michael.
Okay, Michael.
Where's your draft, Michael?
Michael?
Where's your draft?
Some good, still some decent players on here, but this is the part of the drafts where it gets a little wonky for me. There's guys down the board I don't really want to pull up this far. Tough. See what Tyler does here. Go QB. Okay, he has 3 QBs now. Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, Geno.
Pretty solid. Geno looking a lot better with Genty there. He does have Myers and Bowers, so pretty good. Tyler's looks like he's cleaning up on this one.
Well, I mean, TJ
that 8.5 grade is practically going to write itself.
Tank Bigsby fell enough for me to take him there and fell 23 spots. So. And then Quentin Johnston goes. I might be just running out of Nakey Herbert.
Nakey Herbert. We can't get. Oh man, for reals! Wow, Ty Conklin.
Steve says, I don't worry about associating, say, offense stats with Vrabel. I think the key is to look at McDaniels, who we know can produce some top offensive teams, especially with May's upside. This is true.
Hunter Henry, the old guys.
I think I'm going to pull him off the board now.
Ooh. Right in the kisser. Okay, well, I know Tyler's not going to take a quarterback. Let's see if these guys are going to take.
You don't think he's taking 4?
Okay, Dobbs. I was trying to see if these other guys were going to. That was the whole point. Okay, now I'm good. Good. Everybody has 2 except for me. Damn.
Meg says that she's been seeing Besh go much earlier today. That's good value. Thank you, Meg. Thank you. I've seen him definitely go a little higher as well, so it's not bad. He'll rise up the board here. Jalen Tolbert, nice pick there by Tyler. I was also looking at Tolbert. Found himself another good scenario again. I mean, they have addressed the wide receiver position at a 0% right now, so that is nice, solid value right there for Tolbert. Brenton Strange, your guy, also big winner in the draft. Didn't take anybody there of note, so Brenton Strange, locked and loaded, baby.
Yes, love me some Brenton Strange. What if they trade for like Dallas Goedert though? Then he's fucked. Dallas Goedert still on the market.
Mike Robb says, for the Dart, Neighbors, and Wandale stacks, are we going to call that smoking darts? I like it.
Don't smoke it till you know it. Like, I don't know what that dart grass is like.
Oh, Stephen WC checking in saying, GM did not know y'all were on. Stephen, yes, Bruni and I will be Mondays and Wednesdays at 9:30. Maybe some other times throughout the week as well. Maybe I might do some solo drafts as well if Bruni does want to get in, do some weird ones. I'm waiting on Underdog, and I've already called it out, waiting on them to release the Badge Bros Brawl. That is an absolutely electric contest. I did see Numi X'd back at me, tweeted back at me, whatever, and said that I said about we needed at least 3 of those this year. He said, well, why not one massive one? That's interesting as well. I do not mind that, though. The twist of having it be a little contest and having that like feel of it being, like everyone's rushing to go try to get as many in as they can. That was cool last year. I mean, it filled up in days, so that was fun. I'm cool with it either way. Just bring it back out because it was awesome. Stephen WC says, how much is Badge Bros Brawl? Ooh, God, I think it was $5 a team, I believe, 5 or 10. I can't remember. But they were 3-person drafts, so it was just absolute lunacy. It's amazing. Yeah, 5 or 10. I'd have to go back and look, but they were awesome. That was so much fun. Super team, assemble. Bruni looks hard at work. Everyone stare at him.
Trying to figure it out. Got to make it happen.
I didn't realize Ben took Jaden Blue. Bastard. I was going to double up on the Dallas running backs there. Sorry, I forgive you.
Merp.
Alec Pierce going to the old emo.
Always a good pick. We love Alec Pierce. Same thing with LG.
I'm just going to keep taking some values here on some of these guys because I don't think that they're going to go like DJ Giddens is 28 picks past. Mm-hmm. He should be probably the backup to Jonathan Taylor. That's one injury away, baby.
Mm-hmm. All it takes. Devin Neal ADP also not bad. Keandre Miller is nothing special. Hasn't been. Don't know if he ever will be.
Heard.
Yeah, a couple of those type of picks coming up here. I'm thinking about. I mean, how do you feel about drafting Shadir?
I think it's okay if you have 2 guys that can get you through a majority of the year. I think at the end of the year, if they're not in contention, they will probably just slide on over to Sanders and see what he has. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't do it in a 2 QB build, but 3 QB build, if you have 2 solid QB's already there. Like, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
Kind of like Joe Flacco.
Oh, are people scared of the whole Cedric, not taking Cedric Tillman? He's been going ahead of ADP all day long for me in drafts. Now they go out and sign your boy Deontay Johnson, and what? Cedric Tillman's getting no love here. I mean, I'm taking him. Deontay Johnson's he'll be out of that room as fast as he went in.
We like him. We like Cedric Tillman. It is known. Mari Cooper likely to sign with the Cowboys. What do you think?
Oh, Steve, nice pick. Zach Ertz, by the way. Look at him with the old pairing on the Jaden Daniels. That's amazing. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I would like that if he did. Like, I think that's good for him to do. I mean, he needs to go somewhere.
They were talking it up.
He says, I'm high on blue like a tweaker in Breaking Bad. Yeah, blue should be awesome. Call me Skinny Pete. Jeff T, I'm joining late. Giddens may be the backup of Jonathan Taylor, but neither of you are the backup in my heart. Don't tell my wife I said that. Jeff T, you are a scholar. We appreciate you, as always. That's funny.
I got to take the Cole commit fall. Sorry. Got to do it. Again, Braylon Allen, good pick there by 0-0-0 was the other one I had dialed up. But with Cole Kmet diving like that, I got to do it. I still love him.
I know you do.
I'm not sexy at tight end. I got Dallas Goedert, Cole Kmet. It's nothing beautiful. I might take a shot, maybe like Elijah Arroyo. Maybe Jatavian will probably be there for me if I want.
Yes, I would imagine so. If you haven't done so already, like this video, share it with friends, family on our, got to put back up, highway to 1K. We will do a 24-hour live stream when we hit 1,000 subs, giveaways, money, all that good jazz. Please share the video. Make sure you like it. Also, again, go over to bestballoverlay.com. Use code FANSPEAK, $10 off a month. Just wanted to say that to everybody again.
Just do it.
It's amazing.
Just do it. If you're not doing it, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Any guys down here, Bruni, as you're looking through these ADPs that stick out to you that you're like, you know what? That guy shouldn't be down here.
No, they're probably all pretty appropriate. I don't think there's anyone like right now that's like the shining turd among turds. Jalen Royals is interesting coming over to the Chiefs. Saw Mason Taylor just went tight end now for the Jets. Doesn't look like he has much competition, so that's a pretty good pick as well.
I mean, there's like Troy Franklin's down here. He's a boomer bust kind of guy. He could get you some spike weeks potentially. I know that they went and got Pat Bryant. Also, probably a decent pick because behind Sutton, think it's kind of open right now. So two not bad picks in my eyes. Torrey Horton is interesting to me as well. A little bit. I mean, again, like they don't really have a ton going on there that isn't, people who play the slot. So he could be interesting. You got Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, who just, all he does is score touchdowns. Still down here.
That is our guy as well. We love some Ikhine.
Yep. I also, still am on Brandon Cooks as well. Late pick. Chris Olave. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Not a ton to speak of.
Yeah, I just had to take Russ Wilson there. Just QB that I think has the most starts of the group that's left over.
I feel you, dog. I do.
But yeah, that was tough. Getting picked off on all those QBs. We'll have to take that one on the chin. Jalen Wright, not bad, like that. Round 18. Here we go. Thinking 6 picks. Yeah, Kine went to Miami. They also signed Xavier Strepo.
You mean Tennessee?
Who? What?
Tennessee?
Oh, no, Kine's with Miami.
No, I know, but you said they also signed Restrepo. They did not.
Yeah, I thought Miami signed him.
No, I believe Tennessee did because he went to back with Cam Ward.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Where?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm
No. That's correct. I don't know why I thought he went to Miami. Yeah, I guess he went there for college. But when I thought I read the news, I thought
he did go there for college. That's accurate.
Who do I want to take? I'm taking a receiver with my last pick. I can't decide. It's old Tyler Lockett. Saw Mike Raub talking him up.
I'm gonna take Ty Conklin. Oh, Shilly took Torrey Horton. Shilly, are you in here? You don't gotta lie.
Ray McLeod, let's go. Look at him. Didn't see him drafted at all during the big board.
Interesting.
At all.
Ray.
So that is pretty interesting. Let's see what Zeros does here.
Bruni, with one more pick, you will have done your first BBM. How do you feel?
Okay. Would have liked better quarterbacks, but
hey man, this is why we have practice, right?
We didn't go after him this best bout. My tight ends and my quarterbacks are not amazing. They're all late, but loaded up 3-piece 3-5-7-3. I'm okay with it. I'm good. I got some heavy hitters. I will say that at least from what I saw, I mean, we'll grade them here, but I saw Steve and Tyler having a good start to their draft. We'll see how they finished.
Steve took Pat Bryant, as I mentioned. That is a good pick there for Steve. Well done.
He does have Bo Nix, so
yep, it's a nice pick.
Need that. But yeah, he had like Bijan, Jonathan Taylor. I mean, we'll get to him here soon, but he was looking pretty good. My receiver,
Isaac Tesla out there. Nice, Ben. That's a
wow. Look at that. Yeah, wow. Getting after it. Isaac Tesla. Tesla. Yeah, I mean, a lot of balance from what I'm seeing. Like, I just took a little peek at Ben's team. Like, I'm like, okay, well, he did good there, but he balanced it out here. So
yep. Let's go through them here. So Ben was in the 2 spot. He took 2-7-7-2, as balanced as you can get. Kyler Murray, Jared Goff, James Conner, Pacheco, Tootin, Blue, Jerome Ford, Devin, Neal, Ollie, Gordon. Damn, you took Jaden Blue real high. Oy, Jesus.
Yes.
I have not had to take him that high yet. Okay, interesting. Wide receiver. Oh man, he has 4 rookie running backs here. Balls on the table. I like it. Wide receivers: Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Hollywood Brown, Keenan Allen, Tesla. Really like these first 4 guys. That is a nice little foursome you got going on there. Nice. Trey McBride, George Kittle. So double elite tight end for him. Does have some pairings in here. Got some stacks as well. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't hate this. I mean, he's gonna need a little bit of help at running back, but overall, pretty solid. I'm gonna go. Give me 7-7.
I got 7-5. I like the team. Obviously, quarterback, tight end.
Oh, Shilly is in here. This son of a bitch.
He was.
Well done, Shilly. Well done, sitting in the shadows.
Yeah, he's lock stock at tight end and QB, and then like you mentioned, like the top end receivers pretty nice. Question marks on the back end, obviously Hollywood uncertain, Keenan uncertain, Tesla I feel like is a pretty big shot in a 7 wide receiver draft. Definitely would more be inclined to get him in an 8 wide receiver draft, but I get it.
I don't mind it here because he has golf.
Oh yeah, no. That I mean, if you're gonna do it, that's definitely the way to do it.
Yep.
And like you said, question marks at running back, but I really like the fall he got in Jerome Ford, and a couple of these guys could be lottery tickets. I don't love the Ali Gordon one, but I think Neal and Blue have some real upside. Tootin as well, obviously, but I also took ETN, so I gotta like that pick too.
All right, let's go to Steve's team. 3582, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Bryce Young. All right, Bernie, let me just ask you here because I saw that he took Bryce Young. Then, would you have stopped with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix? Do you feel like you need
probably, but smart on Steve to not let me get Bryce Young because I was probably the only person that was going to get him. So
yeah, like this is.
I would say no when you're drafting 2 of the top 7 quarterbacks from last year. In theory, you should not need the third. So, but hey, good block on the Tet McMillan drafter, Steve. Way to go.
Yeah, like that's like a topic of discussion for me with people. I know, 3 QB versus 2 QB. Like I like 2 QB already, but especially when you're getting like Daniels and Nix, like I understand like getting a third one, like it doesn't hurt, but I think like draft like you're right. Like I probably would have stopped after Nix there, but
2 top 10 guys from last year, 2 top 5 potential guys. I think you're in that conversation. So
yeah. Running backs: Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, Caleb Johnson. Oh my, he got Cam Scatterboo. Wow, shocking. And Will Shipley.
ADP.
Marvin Harrison, Cortland Sutton, Steph Diggs, Rashid Shaheed, Kyle Williams, Adam Thielen, Darius Slayton, Pat Bryant, Dusty Thielen. Sorry, I called him Adam. Dusty. Tight end Evan Ingram and Zach Ertz, the best value in the board today, ladies and gentlemen. Zach
Ertz. He's rocking QB and RB value, so that's solid. I mean, obviously having those 2 top guys. I think Bryce is still like a wild card. I was on the fence of taking Darnold and Bryce Young, and I just simply went with Darnold over him because you look at what Kubiak did with the Saints offense early last year when they had competent QB play. It's all about being downfield. So if that can be any similarity to O'Connell's offense from last year, I look at Darnold having a little bit more upside. So still like Bryce Young, like that pick. He did stack him up with Adam Thielen. Don't love the receivers after Shaheed. Like the potential upside for Williams, Bryant. But like Troy Franklin, rookie last year, obviously also very comfortable with Knicks. You have Marvin Mims there. Cortland Sutton has showed that he's like a true number one. It's a deep group, but it's a shot, and it's obviously making his roster more unique if he's got what is it, Knicks and Bryant, and like playoffs, week 17, week 16, whatever, and absolutely co-sign 1,000% to tight ends. Like great value, Evan Ingram late. Zach Ertz, great value late. Like you mentioned, Zach Ertz not getting any competition in the draft, free agency. You'll love to see that.
Yep. I'm gonna go 7-6.
Yeah, 7-7, 7-8. I think it's up there. Would like a little deeper receiver. That's about it.
All right, Brundog, you up 3-5-7-3. Matt Stafford, Sam Darnold, Russell Wilson, Devon Achane, Najee, Jalen Warren, Travis Etienne, Rico Dowdle, Puka, DJ Moore, Tet McMillan, Chris Godwin, Khalil Shakir, Cooper Kupp, Jalen McMillan, Dallas Goedert, Cole Kmet, Jatavian Sanders. So you do have some stacks in here. Let's see.
I've got Darnold and Kupp, and then I've got Stafford and Puka.
Yep. Did you stack anything with Wilson? Is there no? Okay.
No.
I mean, overall, not bad. I mean, as you alluded to, like quarterback room could be better, tight end room could be better, but it's viable. Like it could work. I like your receivers, especially the top 4 guys here. Though I am a little worried with Chris Godwin. I mean, Tampa Bay not only took Egbuka, but then they also took Tez Johnson.
Oh God, get off Tez Johnson. What, in round 7?
I'm just saying that, like, I think Godwin may be a little bit more hurt. Like the injury might be lingering a little bit more than we know currently. So it does scare me a little bit right there. I love Godwin, but I'm waiting to
getting Jalen McMillan then to kind of handcuff that 21 picks after makes me feel good. But drafting 2 receivers and a 7 wide receiver build, I would say it kind of evens out. Like you don't get the most upside from it, but I do get some safety net in Godwin.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, overall, pretty solid receiver room there. I'm gonna go 7-3. Could not your best work, but not your worst work.
I mean, my receivers are fucking really good, but I get it. The whole picture is it's average. It's averaged.
Nice. All right. Next up, Tyler. Tyler went 3-5-8-2. Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, Geno Smith. Pretty solid right there. I like that.
Solid.
Chase Brown, Brees Hall, DeAndre Swift, Jordan Mason, Austin Eckler. I mean, that's a pretty solid room overall.
DeAndre Swift, huge winner of the draft as well. Did move him up the board, pick 104. So bringing him up, what is that? About 18 picks. So about 1.5 rounds. Not bad. I'm okay.
I will probably join you guys after the show. I don't think we're going to do it on the stream here, but I will also do a schnauzer afterwards. So maybe at the end of the show, we'll say go and then go. All right. Wide receivers, Nico Collins, Rome Odunze, Jawan Jennings, Jacoby Myers, Marvin Mims, Jalen Tolbert, Alec Pierce, Jalen Royals. Solid. So I like the top two guys, even though I do think
I was gonna say it's kind of middled with wide receiver twos after Nico.
It is. It can work for him though. I mean, like, good value here and whatnot. So like, it can work for him, but yeah, I agree. Tight ends, Brock Bowers, Dalton Schultz. So, all for nothing. He has two really good pass catchers in Bowers and Collins. So, I mean, that works. Overall, not bad. Has a little bit of stacking in there. 7-5.
I'll go 7-8. I thought this was going to be an 8. Given the quarterbacks. Like the stacking, you've got Caleb with Rome, you bastard. You've obviously got Collins with Stroud, Smith with Myers, Bowers. You love to see that. I'll actually, with that, I'll go to an 8 because that stacking of the set of 3 is really good, and I like the running backs. Definitely starting 3 running backs though, probably each week. Like Swift and Hall, I think are really great combos after Chase Brown. So I definitely like those top 3. And then I think Mason is a really good wild card, and really the same for Eckler. Like I still think, like, you go back and you watch him in like their playoff games, like he was awesome for them. Like I just don't see why he's just going to get completely shut out. So as the 5th or 6th RB, I'd be into it, but definitely more so like in a 6 RB build. I think with 5, you're exposed to a little bit more risk, but the 4 above them pretty solid. So I think that makes a good argument for it. I'll go 8.0.
Okay. Not bad. Shilly, who we now know is in the chat. 2-5-8-3. Patty Mahomes, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Kyron Williams, Aaron Jones, Zach Charbonnet, Tyler Algier, Malik Neighbors, Rashee Rice, DK Metcalf, Chris Olave, Xavier Legette, Romeo Dobbs, Torrey Horton, and Ray McLeod.
A lot of shots to close out this group.
Tucker Kraft, Jake Ferguson, Mike Gesicki. Solid tight end room.
Yeah, I'd like a bigger fall for Chris Olave. I like those top 3 guys: Neighbors, Rice, Metcalf, but even Rashee has some risk built in there. Really like the running backs, really like the quarterbacks. Iffy for me pretty much from Olave down. Olave is a huge question mark, obviously injuries. And then just like we don't know what's going on at quarterback, if Carr's going to be there, who's going to be the majority starter. Legette, I know, Andrew, that you're really into him. 13 picks after ADP is pretty nice. I think that evens out like my take on him. I just don't think he's going to be the guy. They signed a guy that was practically retired in Hunter Renfrow. I don't think that bodes the biggest like vote of confidence for the entire group. Obviously, you spent like a top 10 pick on Tet McMillan. So I would say that the guys that are there, other than Adam Thielen, they're in danger. Danger is coming.
Danger.
And the tight ends, like I like all these guys. Honestly, I prefer to have all of these guys. None of them are just elite. So I'm gonna go just a shy under Tyler. I'm gonna go 7.75.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad grouping. Definitely has a couple stacks in there as well. Running backs, again, he has 5. I would have liked there to be a little bit better here personally, but overall not bad. 7-4.
Okay, all right. Anybody left?
I think myself, the last one, 2-6-7-3. Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Nakey Justin Herbert. You gamble and you'll lose sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Running backs, Travian Henderson, Chuba, Javonte Williams, Tank Bigsby, DJ Giddens, Jalen Wright. Wide receivers, Monroe St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Xavier Worthy, Egbuka, Brandon Ayuk, Jack Besh, Cedric Tillman. Tight ends, Jonnu Smith, Tyler Warren, Tyler Conklin.
I will give you a 8 also.
Oh,
pretty good.
Thank you. Okay.
Your receivers, I think I like second most to mine. I mean, can't really go wrong with the Brown twins, AJ and Amon-Ra. Obviously, you got AJ stacked, so really good. But in all fairness, who doesn't get to ever stack Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown?
This is true.
But again, and you got guys that I like. You got Chuba, you got Tank. I like Jalen Wright, but I'm not the biggest stan. Just a lot of opportunity there. Egbuka, Ayuk, been drafting both those guys in the big board. Same with Jack Besh. Cedric Tillman, I don't know why anyone would bet against him. That's a good fall for you. And I like the tight ends. You did not get naked Herbert.
That's right. Yeah, I got Tyler Conklin. That's it. Yeah.
So all systems go. And your boy Tyler Warren, Penn State. Mackey Warren.
Shout out Penn State. 30 picks past ADP.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's pretty good. So I think you're cooking here. I give you an 8 as well. Look at you.
Well done. Thank you, everybody. Also, as soon as we're done here talking, I will kick us down if anybody wants to join into a Schnauzer 20 seconds. At the end here, we will jump in it. Hope we all get in the same draft. But
how much is the Schnauzer?
$3. And it's 20 max, so $60 to max the whole damn thing.
I got a $10 credit, one of those giveaways they did the other night.
Oh, fancy. Well, then,
$10. Yeah. The one time I waste winning a prize, I get T-shirts and I get $10.
I mean, hey, $10 is $10, brother.
$10 is $10.
3 Schnauzers.
That's 3 Schnauzers, or almost, halfway there to a PBM.
Join us again on Wednesday night, 9:30, same time, same place. Bruni, another draft Wednesday?
No, I think we're talking stuff.
Well, how about we talk about talking?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Talking about talking. Stop back. We'll probably do some ADP reviews. I think by then we'll have, some decent info from BBMDB. We can kind of break down some of the early market movement and, see how the ADP is shaking up. Because again, all sorts of wild stuff happening here through the first hours of the contest dropping. So by Wednesday, we'll have plenty of drafts in that we can potentially either review of our own, massive falls, guys climbing, et cetera, and so forth. So look out for that. We will be back Wednesday night, 9:30 Eastern. Everybody, take care, be well, be good. If you can't be good at it. We'll see you later.
Hot best ball summer, people.